Hello friends, this is CMA Vikas Chauhan. Today we are going to discuss the e-way bill concept in a summarized manner under the GST Act 2017. First, understand what is e-way bill. E-way bill is an electronic document. It is generated on the e-way bill portal of GSTN. The form of e-way bill is called EWB01. The form has two parts, part A and part B. When the both parts when generated, the e-way bill shall only be valid post generation of both the parts in general. Now, as per section number 68 of CGST Act 2017, who is required to generate the e-way bill? The e-way bill is required to be generated by the registered person, the person who causes the movement of goods. The person who causes the movement of goods with a value exceeding rupees 50,000. Now, let's understand the person causes meaning. In case the supplier is registered and undertakes the transportation of goods, the supplier is the person who causes the movement. In case the recipient is registered, then the recipient shall be the person who causes the movement of goods. In case supply by the unregistered person and the recipient is registered, the recipient is the person who causes the movement of goods. Now, there are some situations when e-way bill is required even if the value of goods is below 50,000 rupees. What are those situations? In case of interstate supply from the principal to the job worker. Second, in case of handicrafted goods supplied by the exempted person, the e-way bill shall be required even if the value of goods is below 50,000 rupees. Now, there is another question. Question is, in case of supply through railways, whether railways are required to generate e-way bill? Answer is no. Railways can carry delivery challan, supplier invoices, bill of supply, and other relevant documentary evidence. And at the time of delivery of goods, the railways are authorized to receive the e-way bill. Now, second question, in case of multiple invoice, is there any requirement to create separate e-way bill for every separate bill? Answer is yes. In the GST, every invoice is considered as a separate supply. Hence, in case of multiple invoices, the multiple e-way bill is required to be generated. Now, coming on section number 129. Section number 129 deals with the penalty. In case of detention of vehicle, the proper officer penalize the taxpayer in two ways. Number one, if the owner comes forward and takes the responsibility of goods, the penalty shall be 200% of tax payable. Please listen carefully. 200% of tax payable on the taxable goods loaded in the vehicle. Situation 2. If the owner does not come forward, in that case, the penalty is 50% of value of goods or 200% of tax payable on taxable goods loaded in the vehicle, whichever is lower. Now, third exceptional scenario, which is in case of exempted goods, the penalty shall be 2% of value of goods and 25,000 rupees, whichever is lower. Now, coming on to some important rules in this e-way bill provision. Rule number 138B. Can e-way bill be cancelled? Yes, e-way bill can be cancelled only within 24 hours of generation. But e-way bill cannot be cancelled once it is verified in the transit by the proper officer. Situation 2. Rule number 138C. Inspection summary report by the proper officer shall be submitted within 24 hours of seizure and final report will be submitted within 3 days from the seizure. Now, the validity of Eway bill. The validity of Eway bill is generally categorized in two ways. In case of normal cargoes, first 200 kilometers is valid for 1 day, and every next 200 kilometers is another 1 day. In case of over dimensional cargo, the validity shall be 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers for 1 day, every next 20 kilometers 1 day. Now, rule number 138E, blocking of Eway bill. Eway bill facility can be blocked by the department if the taxpayer has not furnished the GSTR1 for a consecutive tax period, consecutive to tax period, or the month as the case may be. Thank you. Keep watching.